Bruschettas are a perfect appetizer as well as a great snack for any kind of party with friends. The great thing about it is that it's very easy to make and you can make so many different toppings that every single person can find something that they like. Today I prepared for you 3 different ones and I'm pretty sure you will not be disappointed. We are going to begin with Tapenade, an Asian Italian olive spread. It's chunky and salty and it goes great on a warm, crunchy bread. We will use 200 grams of Kalamata black olives with pits. Cutting them in 2, we will remove the pits and separate any chunks that are stuck to them. That should leave us with about 160 grams of the olive flesh itself. When all the pits are removed, we will chop the olives roughly and set aside. Next, we will finely dice 1 big garlic clove and 2 tablespoons of capers. If possible, use the ones that are in salt, not in water. Then we will chop about 10 grams of fresh rosemary. In a mortar and pestle we will place garlic, capers and rosemary and crush them for 1 to 2 minutes. Then we will add the olives and crush it all again until the olives fall apart. Then we will add in the juice from 1 small lemon and mix it once more. The tapenade is a bit salty due to all the ingredients, so if you would like to make it a little bit milder and less intense, rinse the capers slightly before adding them in. If you don't have mortar and pestle, you can also use a hand blender to blend the tapenade. Just make sure you leave it chunky, don't make it completely smooth. The next bruschetta topping is inspired by the paste that my friends made for me not so long ago and I found it just delicious. To begin, we will need 4 medium-sized eggplants. We will cut off the tops and then cut the eggplants lengthwise. In every half, we will cut cross hatches in the flesh. Then we will sprinkle them generously with salt and rub it in. The salt should draw out the bitterness that the eggplants are known for. We will let them sit for about 30 minutes. After that time, you will notice that the salt provoked the eggplants to release some liquid. We will squeeze it all out and rinse the excess salt with water. You can then pat them dry with a clean cotton cloth or just squeeze the water out as you would with a sponge. Place all of the half on a baking tray lined with a baking paper and bake for about 30 minutes or until the eggplants are soft in 200 degrees Celsius or 390 Fahrenheit on conventional settings. When the eggplants are ready, let them cool down a bit so you can handle them and then place them in the top of a blender. Then we will add 1 big garlic clove, 12 grams of fresh parsley and 50 grams of lemon juice. Then we will blend it all. Next we will transfer it into a bowl and add some salt and pepper to taste, sprinkle with some fresh parsley and lemon zest. This spread tastes really great, especially when it's warm. Make sure you just taste it at the end when you're adding the salt and pepper so it has all the flavors on top as you would like them. Last but not least, the very simple yet incredibly tasting tomato-basil topping. To make it, we will need 3 medium-sized tomatoes that we will chop finely, making sure the juice does not escape from the cutting board. We will transfer it over into the bowl and chop 12 grams of fresh basil and about 5 grams of fresh rosemary. Then we will mix it all in with the tomatoes, add some salt, freshly grounded pepper and a bit of good quality olive oil. If you really want, you can skip the olive oil, it's not the most important thing, it can definitely be still good without, it just adds a little bit of richness to the tomatoes. They're very great and refreshing and they really taste great when actually mixed with tapenade, so definitely try that if you make both of them at the same time. For the bread, use any of your favorite baguette. Cut as many slices as you want and bake them in the oven for a few minutes until the top becomes crunchy. If you want an extra kick, rub some garlic on the bread before putting any of the toppings on. It will give it more flavor and a bit of spice. So here they are, they're all really great. I promise you that you will not be disappointed. They go great, just like you can pick one and make just one, or you can make several ones and then mix them up as you go. I really recommend you doing that. It's really great, and I probably will be posting some other options in the future, so if you're interested, definitely subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. It really helps to support the channel and it always makes me happy, so I will be very grateful. And the full breakdown to all of the recipes you can already find on my website. The link to which is in the description down below, so definitely check that out. And if you ever make this one or any other of my recipes, please make sure you take a picture and post it on Instagram, tagging me ReShape_official, so I can see it as well. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching and thank you so much for your attention, and I'll see you in the next one.